these supplies.
And we're going to show you how to make these t-shirts.
So we're going to be making silkscreen shirts. We decided we want to make some with our logo, with a saying on the back. And why pay someone else to do it if we can do it ourselves, right? So I went online to buy a frame for silkscreen. This is what they sent me. The picture, which should hopefully be popping up on screen now, showed 4 different screens, not one measly little one. So this isn't gonna work, so we gotta get rid of that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna improvise. We're gonna use 12 by 16 inch canvases. We're gonna take the canvas off, just use the frame, put our mesh over it, go from there. So got a lot of staples removed, so let's get started. Got our frames out of the canvas. Now, very similarly to how you would wrap a canvas, we're going to attach this screen. We got 3 yards of it on Amazon. As you can tell, I got way more than I need, but that's okay. It's always better to have too much than not enough. We're going to use our cutting mat, and we're just going to kind of measure this up, taking into consideration that we're going to fold it back over and staple it too. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to go ahead and staple this one side so that's done, and I don't have to worry about that part. Now, when you're stapling, guys, a frame like this is going to have a seam on the corner. You want to come in here and show this? A seam on the corner. So you don't want to do it this way because it's going to split the frame. You want to go across the two. That way, if anything else, you're adding even more strength to it. Mix the emulsion now. So to do this, according to the directions, I have to use fill it halfway with distilled water. That's not filtered water. Trust me, I had to ask the same question. It's a totally different thing. Put it in this bag, mix it up, and then mix it into this. Once I mix it thoroughly into this, it takes 2 hours to set before I can even put it on the screens. So we're gonna do that now. Okay? Guys, I was wrong. The 2 hours is how long it takes on the screen, at least to the best I can tell. So that's what we're going with. So because I already mixed it, now I've got a limited amount of time to do this. So, which is fine, because quicker the better, right? And mix it now because I'm going to do it next week. So. Pour a little bit of this on. I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. And we're going to use our squeegee and we're going to even this out as best we can. We want it on kind of thick, but we want it on even too. Forgive me, guys, because I'm kind of doing this with one hand because I'm holding the stuff with the other. Oh, great. She held this up to do it, guys. So, do this side. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you in the comments are like, what are you doing? Forgive me, this is the first time I've done this in 20 years. I would say anymore. Guys, hopefully I did this right. If not, then I guess we're gonna do it again, right? Alright, so now I need to put these somewhere dark so that they can dry for what I believe is 2 hours. We're gonna find out. Alright guys, so as you saw yesterday, I put the emulsion on the screens and I used entirely too much. Way too much. So I'd totally strip them down, take everything off, and I just found it easier just to recover them. And it actually worked out because this time I got a little more time. So I'm gonna try it again with way less. I just need a thin film of it on them, and then let that dry for a couple hours, and then we'll go from there. Okay? So, as you can tell, that made a lot less mess versus the way I was doing it before. So, those are all good. We just gotta wait for the emulsion to dry and set up in the dark. And then once that's done, we can put our artwork on top. Good to go. See you in a couple hours. Alright guys, so our screen's dry. So, working very quickly, I need to place this face down on here. I'm gonna tape it down so it doesn't move. And then we need to put a bright light on it for about 20 or 40 minutes and then move to the next one. So forgive me if I'm not talking very much, but gotta work quickly. Been about half an hour. I'll go ahead and take this one off. We'll wash that off. Put down the next one. I've already put the artwork on this one. Hair and stuff off. Sure. That's why you don't do it in the dark, guys. That one cure. Let's go wash this off. So, first time I did this, I screwed up. Well, I screwed up a couple ways, honestly. I forgot to put the glass on top, and I had the light way too close, so the light bled under it. So, I did a brand new screen, and I'm going to attempt this again. Sad thing is, I already screwed up on the other ones too. So, I had to redo it. So this is like the first time I'm doing this. So, hopefully, fourth time's a charm. But that's one thing I forgot to tell you guys in the last time I recorded it. You gotta put glass on this. It'll help hold it down, keep it flat, and then you go from there. So, try this again.
After the war, Adolf Hitler's name was really synonymous with evil, death, war, destruction, you name it.
Right like that. You don't want it too close because then apparently, like I said, it bleeds under. So, yeah. Wedge, we'll use this because it's a little higher.
Did he stay in the USA, having taken American citizenship?
Give that like 20 minutes and hopefully everything's good. Alright, so we've, everything's cured, ready to go. We're gonna start pressing shirts. As you can see, I put a pretty thick bead of the ink right here on the side, okay? So now all I gotta do is just take my squeegee and just pull it across. And I like to go over it a few times just to make sure you get really good coverage. As you can see, there's this one part up top here that I didn't get, right? So just make sure you get really good coverage. Make sure everything's good. Pull it a few times, like really hard, so that it goes through. I'm just gonna leave that there. See how we did. Right like that. Oh, but we got a little bit of a crease, but that's okay. We'll fix that on the next one. We've gotten all the shirts pulled. Now you have to let them air dry about 10-15 minutes, really until they're dry to the touch. Now don't start just pressing your hand on stuff, you're gonna spread the ink. But once they are dry, you wanna take, you can do it one of two ways. You can either throw them in the dryer, or what I'm doing is I'm taking a piece of brown paper, just laying it over top, and then you just iron it for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. And you wanna do this on the highest setting you can with no steam, because the ink is water soluble until it's set. So no steam, just heat.
So that's how you make the screens and the final product, the shirts. Look how cool. Yeah. All right. So, go ahead.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Yes.
Pinterest, and Reddit.
Yep.
Make, shape, create. For all of them. Patreon.com/make, shape, create. And I think that's everything.
All right.
Like, subscribe, comment below. See you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.